After 3 days with no power, people are angry about living in the dark. While it's an inconvenience for some, for others, the lack of power, it's life-threatening. Wave News reporter Mark Stevens shows us one couple trying to manage. Mark.
After the lights went out Friday, a family living on Kenilworth Place began watching the clock because the oxygen machine they rely on can't run, and oxygen tanks don't last forever. This tree toppled Friday, crashing into the wires and cutting off the power in this neighborhood. It silenced the familiar hum of this machine inside this home on Kenilworth Place.
I was hoping I'd wake up to the sound of chainsaws this morning, but not the case.
That machine concentrates oxygen and pumps it through this tube to Kirk Logsdon. It's his lifeline because he has stage 4 COPD. He ordered oxygen tanks from a medical store. Then Logsdon and his partner, Ann Heighton, began contacting LG&E.
They were like, no, we've only got a couple of reports from that neighborhood and none from your address.
Ma'am, we have no record. We have no ticket.
They say texts and calls seem to disappear into LG&E's customer service center. A subcontractor showed up Saturday and offered little help.
You're just going to have to go out and buy yourself a generator or take yourself off to a motel.
At her limit, Heighton swore at the crew.
He looked at me and he says, well, I guess that just drops you to the bottom of the list as he's flicking through his computer.
Logsdon says LG&E should be aware of his medical needs. He's reported it as part of the outage. And he says an LG&E work crew provided a generator a few years ago during maintenance.
It's like no one's talking to anybody else. They seem to, and when we talk to the people in person, they seem to have an attitude of, yeah, you're just going to have to wait.
Another crew was able to fix a different pole, restoring power to a neighbor at the end of the street. That house is now sending Logsdon and Heighton electricity to keep the concentrator humming again.
I would have to have gone to the hospital eventually.
Meanwhile, Logsdon and Heighton are still waiting, relying on this extension cord to keep Logsdon's lifeline working. Now, we asked LG&E about this particular situation. We didn't hear back by news time. Metro Public Works confirmed the tree is its responsibility to clear on that street. However, a spokesperson says LG&E is not given the all clear for Metro's tree crews to get to work there. Mark Stevens, Wave News.
Thank you, Mark.